Make sure you stay strong with the basics. Hi, Vicky Kelty here with another episode of the Language Learning Report Card podcast. My study hits were I decided to see if I could come up with a basic present simple description of the characters in a TV show I was watching. And I don't know, I just randomly decided to do it. I was on a walk and I said, can I describe the where these characters are from, what they look like, what they typically wear in the episodes, um, their family, and just anything in that kind of ballpark. And I did. I was really happy with all the things that I was able to describe and some things that I had to look up because I was like, "Oh, I'm not quite sure how to say this. Oh, did I say this correctly?" And yeah, it was just a really fun little experiment. And so I say that because I think it's really good practice for us to make sure that we have these basics down pat. And I have another episode that is a guided practice for you so that you can, along with me accompanying you, do your own little guided practice to review these nice little basic things. Obviously, when you're a beginner in a language, it makes complete sense that you want to have these basics. Like you want to be able to maneuver your way through present simple conjugations, for example, really smoothly. And it's easy for you to do. But something that we may forget to do is to go back to those basics when we get to a higher level because we're so focused on advancing in the language and keeping that base strong is just as important as what are the cool new things we can do in the language. And I mean, that's true for the beginner as well with the language because you're also trying to advance. So having that base, which is the basic things that you can do that are common to do in the language, which with English, if you can maneuver your way through present simple and past simple, then you are good to go for so many situations. I just want you to remember that having a strong base is going to help you feel confident in the language, going to help you communicate really smoothly and comfortably in English with other people. And I highly recommend that you keep your base strong. So definitely check out the other episode where I give you the guided practice so that you can come back to that for the days when you're like, oh, wait, can I just give a general description of somebody from a TV show that I watched recently? Could I give a general description of Vicky right now as she is? Or like what other information do I know about Vicky? Do I know where she's from? And do I know where she lives? Do I know how old she is? Probably not. You can guess. In my 20s? No, just kidding. Um, obviously she's funny, so you can use that as a descriptive. And yeah, like just I mean, you can also describe yourself. You don't have to just describe other people, but I think sometimes practicing the description of other people is a good test for you to do for yourself. So give it a try. That's your piece of homework. Just kidding. I have a, I am, I am such a joker today. But yeah, another thing you can do is to take my fluency checklist and go through all of the points on it and see how you feel for that grammar section, because that's where your present simple and past simple are going to be located on the checklist, and see where you're at. If that is something that you are giving yourself a check for, then awesome. And you can take a look at the other points on the checklist. There are some activities to strengthen any areas that you want to spend more time with, including the grammar section, if that's one of them. But you can get that for free. That is my English gift for you, which is why you can find it at vickykelty.com/English dash gift. Or just head to vickykelty.com and you will find it there, where you can pick up your own free fluency checklist. I hope that you have a wonderful day practicing all of your basics in the language and keeping your base strong. This is something that I mention in a lot of episodes, so I know that if you've listened to more episodes of this podcast, you have definitely heard me talk about this before, and it will not be the last time that I talk about it, because we sometimes need to be reminded to go back and practice the basics, because we move on to other things and we forget, oh, right, I need to keep reviewing those basics and not forget about them either, even as I'm progressing in the language that I'm learning. So that's why I share it for you. And I hope that you also find it useful and a good reminder. Happy learning and have a fabulous day. Bye.